an interesting experience last weekend. By the way, I hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend, and welcome also to Pat. Pat, I thought you were going to be on the road, so it's nice that you were able to join us.
I got back early.
Excellent. Anyway, so if you saw this week's newsletter, you know we headed back up to Ahmed Beach. It's about a 3-hour ride, and if you avoid the coast, it's a bit like driving back in time. And you know, motorcycle time machines are actually the best kind. Anyway, Ahmed is at the foot of Mount Agung, which at about 10,000 feet is the tallest volcano on Bali, which is saying something. So if you look up Ahmed Beach on Google Images, practically every picture includes a shot of this mountain. So there's this place called Lahangan Suite. It's a mountaintop about 45 minutes from Ahmed Beach that offers about a 270-degree panorama of sea and mountains. If you wanted, you could come early, watch the sunrise over the sea next to one mountain, and spend the day making TikTok videos of container ship traffic on the Bali Sea, and then capture the perfect Instagram time-lapse video from a treetop platform while the sun sets behind Agung, right? So the last mile before you get there is a punishing ride up something that looks, well, officially it's a dirt road, but it's actually a cross between a dry riverbed and the lava flow. It's dangerous as hell, but the view is worth it. Anyway, so here's the story. If you look at Google Maps, there are two ways to get from Ahmed Beach to the beginning of that dirt road. One is mostly paved and longer, and the other is mostly not, but shorter. So discretion being the better part of valor, we chose the paved road. 2/3 of the way up this road, Google Maps indicated a sharp right turn, unambiguously the only turn in the vicinity. So we took it. The road suddenly acquired a whole lot more up and a whole lot less pavement. Soon the paving was almost completely gone, and we were in a tiny village on a mountainside. The villagers all seemed to know exactly where we were headed. They were all in agreement that we were going the wrong way, and they were all eager to charge us the exact same fee to show us the right way. But we were still right on the little blue line on Google Maps, so we pressed on. You know that story about the frog in the pot of boiling water? You turn up the heat slowly, and by the time the frog realizes he's in trouble, it's too late, right? So I figured that out in the middle of a rocky, high-altitude bamboo forest when I realized that if I followed that stupid blue line another 10 feet, I was going to lose the ability to turn our bike around. So there was never not a villager within earshot. We hailed one of them, paid his suddenly quite reasonable fee, and followed him on his bike all the way back to the main road, which took us, with Google Maps shouting in disagreement all the way, right to the foot of that dirt road to the top of Lahangan Suite, which now didn't feel like too much trouble at all. So is there a moral to the story? A general semanticist would look down his smug nose and point out that the map is not the territory. Okay, but how about this? By the time we finally turned around in that bamboo forest, it was eminently clear that we were not the first tourists to get lost there on our way to Lahangan Suite. And by local standards, their course correction was not cheap. So here's a remote alpine village whose entire hard currency economy is based on one stupid error in Google Maps. If you ever wanted evidence that the cloud economy reaches absolutely everywhere, there it is.